Okay, now we're in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how to make fodder. And here I have 2 cups of barley. Barley is the best to use. So, and it's all just dry barley. And I put water in it, on it. And I do this in the evening, so it's ready for the next morning. And you just go like this and put it here. Might just have to go like this to. Sometimes they just lie there on the top and don't go through into the water, so just maybe just do like that. And now I show you our little primitive system. It's not beautiful, but the plants are beautiful, and I think they're making lots of good oxygen for the air in here in the winter time. And today is a beautiful day to show this, because you can see how the sun is coming in and making chlorophyll on the barley. So this morning I took the seed from yesterday. I can show you seed from yesterday that I soaked yesterday, and I poured it onto here. And so this is about a day old, and this is 2 days old, 3 days old, 4 days, 5 days, and 6 days, and I have a 7-day-old one. And this you can see this amount. They say about ½ an inch. There's a little bit too much in these, I've found out, because you can see how this is how deep it is. So from now on I only take 2 cups. In all these there's 2½ cups. That's a bit too much, because I can see some of them don't sprout. So what I do is I just water here a few times every day before I go to bed at night, so they don't get too dry. And so you can see how it goes through here, and I'll show you how. And I go like this too, because it seems quite dry, especially up at the top there. So, but the last ones here, they get fine, so they're not so important. And at the bottom here, we have ones that, of course, they can catch all the water. To make them do this, I learned this on the internet. It's a fantastic idea. You make holes in one end. Can you see the holes there? I can hold it up like this. See, there's holes down here. I just did it with an electric drilling machine. And maybe I didn't need these, but just make sure the water can run off, because otherwise they rot. And actually what I usually do is, this is the 7-day-old one. Often I will put this, in the morning I put the new ones in. They still need lots of moisture, so I might just put this here to keep them really moist for the next day after they've been in the water. Keep them nice and moist, because they don't mind the dark, they want moisture. So anyway, I'll just try lifting up to show you this magic that's going on. Here there's not such big roots, but the roots are coming. You can see little white roots. And this is the next day. They're still loose, so I won't lift these up. But this one is starting to become a mat. And I won't lift that one, but I can lift this one. See these? How they become this, put it in the sun here. This beautiful mat. It all sticks together. And they say, I have a rag here, just watch out your floor doesn't get ruined. So they say, now this is about ½ a kilo that's in each of these, ½ a kilo of barley, and they say that the actual weight of it will have the same nourishment as the barley as it was, only the weight is much bigger. So we'll go and weigh this. This is 7 days old in the kitchen. And see, because this is all live, it's full of enzymes, and the vitamins and minerals are much easier for the body, even for us, to take in. Whereas if you ate the grain that the cow eats, just the dry grain, it's not at all as nutritious for her. She has to use a lot of energy to break it down. And if you want yourself, you can see this beautiful mat here. It's 7 days old. You can make juice from this if you like. Just take some of it and cut it off and put it into your blender. Now we'll just weigh how much we have from 7 days. And this is a little bit wrong. I think maybe 2.5 kilos. So it's about 5 times the weight of the grain. Plus, it's much easier to digest. So, if I wanted to have a nice juice, use it for my green juice, I could just go like this, and I could just put it into my blender, maybe chop it up a few more times, and just do as I do with the other leaves, and make green juice with it, so you have your own barley juice. It's fantastic. So now we're going to get it ready for the cow, and the cow can't eat this as it is. She will try to tear it apart, but if you give a cow too big lumps, it might get stuck in her throat. So, and you can see, I think this is the end that was up high, and they don't sprout as well. So maybe I'm tilting them a little bit too much. They love to have the moisture. So, and also I can, as you can see, they haven't all sprouted. So I'm using less grain now, just as I said, 2 cups. So I just do like this. A bit messy. So you have this amazing stuff. Isn't it magical? And it smells nice. If you haven't been watering it enough, or maybe it's been standing without being able to drain off, might start smelling rotten, and take that away. If you just find your way to the rotten stuff and take it away. And I just go like this. So it's like a half an apple size, because the roots are really matted. And we can go give it to the cow now, if you like. See how happy she is. Smells really delicious. See, when I give her this, I don't need to feed her so much hay, because she's getting so much nourishment from this. Because it's good to save the hay, because it's really hard, as I said, to make good hay. So we try to feed her as little as possible, but she does need a certain amount to keep all her stomachs going. So if a cow seems hungry, you have to give her something, just even straw, if so long as she can fill up her belly. But we don't want our cow to be a high-producing cow. We want her to be treated naturally and to give us really good milk. And we'd rather have less milk and good milk than lots of milk that's not so good. But as I said on one of the videos, she gave us 20 to 24 litres of milk a day all summer. And she's 7 years old, so it's pretty amazing what she did. And I could make cheese from cheese. I made feta cheese and some hard cheese and lots of kefir, of course, which is what I mainly eat. So she's been amazing. Put it in here for her, and this I'll wash for the next portion tomorrow morning. Keep this nice and clean. Okay, let's go and feed her. Clean this up afterwards. so fantastic having a cow, and if you have the possibility to get one or to share one with someone, you just won't believe how amazing it is, because I think it's very healing to be with animals. And cows, I can understand why the cow is a holy animal in all of India. It's a holy animal, and I can understand that, because when you're with her, you just feel how it's holy. And the cow is, apart from the feeling of being healed, she's so peaceful, and that's something that many of us need so much of. So I can feel how she makes me feel much more peaceful. And I think in our modern life, it's so good to do simple things like looking after animals. Yeah, I have it. Yeah. So here I'm sewing. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's so nice. That's so nice. Hey, you got it? She loves it. Oi, see if they're hanging together, she'll try to flick them. I won't put it on the ground because it's dirty on the ground. Ah, she wants to have it on the ground. Untitled. And when she has her calf in January, she'll be able to be with her own calf for the first time ever. Because where she was before, they took her away after a day. So it's going to be really, really wonderful. And they say that if you look after your cow, she will be able to live for, well, some cows live till they're 20. That's rare, of course, but it is possible. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, well, I want to wish you all a really blessed and peaceful Christmas. So I just wish all the best for you and your life. So may the light shine for you. See you.